Hey, how's everyone doing today? It is Wednesday, March 29th. Happy hump day for everybody. It's a beautiful day here in Northern California. Our guest today is from the adult industry. Our guest is a busty, sophisticated MILF next door you've always wanted, been fending for. Now, despite her demure appearance, she's insatiable and loves getting down and dirty. The raven-haired seductress is gray eyes, is an exotic mix of Russian and Romanian, and hails from the East Coast. She's also a makeup artist with just a few months in the adult industry. She's on her way to take over and has worked with some of the biggest studios in the industry, which includes Brazzers, Jules Jordan, Evil Angel, Mile High Media, and Cherry Pimps. Please welcome to the show, Miss Raven Hart. How are we doing?
Good. How are you?
All right, doing well. Hey, now before we get into anything, you have a birthday party coming up on May 12th at Lure in Hollywood. For the fans in the industry are invited to come. And for more details, you want to watch her Twitter for the flyer and more information on that in the next few weeks.
Yep, that'll be coming very soon.
All right. Now, how long have you been in the adult industry?
My very first shoot was December 5th.
Okay, all right. So just a few months. Okay. Now, what has been your best scene so far you think you've shot so far, and why?
I've had a couple. I really, really enjoyed the scene I did for Jules Jordan with Manuel Ferrara. That one was really fun. I thought that it was good. I liked being able to have like a theme or, some kind of like an idea of what we were doing. I was a doctor, and then I got to improvise with my lines. Like there was no script. And then the sex itself was just gonzo sex. This was great, and I had a really great time with that. But then I really enjoyed working with Cherry Pimps, and then I did just another shoot for Devil Films. So I'm enjoying everything, but I think that there's been a couple that have been more of my favorite.
Okay, all right. Now, will you be attending Exotica in Denver this weekend?
I will not be.
Okay.
I'll probably be doing the one in Jersey for sure.
Okay, and that's Jersey. That's in November.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. All right. That's good to hear. Now, what's an ordinary day like for you when you're not shooting?
I wake up. I immediately have coffee. I have a double shot of espresso, and I go to my computer. I check my Twitter, my Instagram, my email. I respond to everyone, and then I hit the gym. And throughout the day, a lot of times I'm communicating with fans. I use Sext Panther a lot. I'm, doing different things like that, making custom videos, doing phone calls, Skype sessions, things like that. And then, of course, all the boring stuff that, most people do, like go grocery shopping and prep my food and all that stuff. So.
Okay. All right. Now, do you get recognized out in public? And if you do you have any funny stories, interacting, coming across fans and stuff?
Not yet. I've had, I used to be a dominatrix. So I have had people recognize me in that way. Like I've seen clients out in public, which has been really funny. But no, not yet, because I think it's still new. And if anyone has recognized me, it's more of they look at me like, I know people in my gym know, a couple people know, but no one has come up to me and said, hey, we know what you do. I think it's more like we know, and we're just going to stare at you, but we're not going to say anything.
All right. Okay. Now, what is something about you that not too many people would know? I mean, other than, of course, your line of work.
Well, I think a lot of people know that I am a bit of a meathead, so I throw that out there. I would say that I'm kind of nerdy in a way that I like a lot of I like to read, but I like to read nonfiction. And I love politics. That's something else that I also, do. So maybe I don't usually put my political views out there, so because I don't want to, offend anybody in any way. But yeah, I do like politics. That's probably some things about me that most people wouldn't know.
Okay. Yeah. And as far as people getting butt hurt, or whatever, they need to get over it. I mean, you got a right to your opinion. Whether someone disagrees with it or not, I mean, you just agree to disagree and, go your separate ways.
Yeah.
Now, PS4 or Xbox?
It's really funny. I have an Xbox and I never use it.
Okay.
I would say neither, even though I do have an Xbox.
Okay. Yeah, I got a PS4, and I only really play only one game on there. So I mean, the kids they're the ones who play with it pretty much most of the time.
I think I have more time. That's the thing.
Yeah. Vanilla, chocolate, or strawberry?
Chocolate, all the way.
Okay. Food-wise, Mexican, Chinese, Italian, or something else?
Italian, for sure.
Okay. Now you were you said you were a professional dominatrix. I understand you were also an exotic dancer and a webcam model before doing scenes and stuff.
Yeah.
And how did that? I mean, what got you into those before anything else?
The webcam was, I have a college degree, so that's something that some people don't know about me. Got out of school, I went right from high school, and I started working, and I don't know, I saw an ad in the paper, I was intrigued by the whole webcam thing, and when I started doing webcam, it was where you would go to a place, and there was a room, and everybody had their individual rooms with a computer and a keyboard, and the room was pink, and so I started doing that, and then from there, I was having a relationship with someone, and he suggested that I be an exotic dancer.
Okay.
So I said, okay, sure. So I went, I auditioned, and the rest is history as far as that went because I really liked it a lot. And then from there, a girl who I knew at the gym, she was a dominatrix, and she had introduced that to me in that world. And I already was a little bit kinky, but just didn't know if I wanted to do that.
Mm-hmm.
And then I just moved into that, started doing that, realized that it was fun, and that it wasn't necessarily, like, it didn't have to be hardcore, you know, I'm going to kick your ass. It's like, there's so many different, you know, I guess, areas and interests in BDSM, so it didn't have to just be the painful stuff, and I enjoyed that. So, yeah, and then I still see a couple of people, not as many clients. A lot of my clients disappeared when I decided to do porn. So that was an interesting thing.
Yeah. Now, you brought up the fact that you said you do have a college degree.
Yes.
That's one thing I really think that the fans need to know, that the people in this industry, I mean, I've had a past guest who was an MIT graduate. I understand there's also someone who is an engineer, or who could be an engineer, and she enjoys this job and in the industry so much that she would just rather just do this instead of making way more money that she could be probably, you know, as an engineer. And so I think the fans need to just realize that you people in this industry, you know, do have degrees. You do have, you know, other things you probably could be doing, but you do this because you enjoy what you do.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, I think that, you know, just because you do porn or you're in the adult industry doesn't mean that you're not intelligent, articulate, you don't have a brain. I mean, all of those things, it takes a lot of all of that to do this. And it takes a level of being open-minded on a sexual level that most people don't get to do or can't do and don't feel comfortable doing. And I've always kind of felt like this has been my calling, I guess, since I've worked in the sex industry, and I've had a couple of normal jobs here and there, but I just really like it, and for me, this is what works for me.
Right.
But it doesn't mean that I'm like an idiot or I have no brain or anything like that. Yeah, absolutely.
Right. Now you got some of your newest scenes are coming out, and one is for My XXX Pass. Can you talk a little more about that?
Which one is that?
The My XXX Pass, it'd be the Mommy Blows Best site.
Oh, that's the one. It's for Mile High Media with Kevin Moore. He shot that. Yeah, so it was strictly a blowjob scene. It's for Mommy Blows Best. So I just basically was giving my stepson pointers on how to give a proper blowjob, and like, didn't he want to meet girls because he was just, you know, every day sitting in front of the TV playing video games. So I basically seduce him and show him how to get along with girls.
Okay. And then also, your latest DVD is from Devil's Films, and it's called Big Tit Office Chicks 2. And I understand you got some big real estate on the cover.
That is correct.
All right. When is that? When was this made, and how long has it been out?
It's been out for, I think it like officially got released like, I want to say the 20th. And it was made in February. So pretty quick turnaround for that one.
All right.
Sometimes they take longer.
Yeah. All right. Now, I understand you have a cam soda now?
I do.
Okay, great. Yeah, and now she has an online store.
Yep, I just started that. It's been up for a couple of weeks now.
Okay, and yeah, with the fans, they can get your clothes, autograph pics, and whatever else. And they can get that at cammodelsstore.com/Raven Hart.
Correct.
Now, also, you have Twitter, IG, and the other ones. Can you tell us where they can find you on those?
Sure. It's all the same. Just to make it easy. So it's Miss Raven Hart, MISSRAVENHART, and that's for Twitter, Instagram, and then my Snapchat. I offer a special Snapchat, so you have to sign up, and there's a monthly fee for that.
Mm-hmm.
But that's just so that you have access to all of my snaps, and then you get that at snapcentro.com/Raven Hart. And then that just gives you the payment system, and then I can just add you into my Snapchat.
Now, also, you have a website you're going to be officially launching pretty soon?
Yep, that will be ravenhart.com, and that's going to be coming later this year.
All right. Now, is there anything else you'd like to add for your fans, and where can the other stuff where they can find you, or any appearances you're going to be doing soon?
I'm not sure of any appearances soon. I mean, like I said, I will be at the Exotica for sure in New Jersey. I'm not going to be at the Chicago one. But for everybody to please, if there's anybody, I get a lot of requests for people asking for me to shoot for certain studios. So please, go and follow them on Twitter, or tell them on Twitter, or send them an email and let them know you'd like to see more of me so that I can shoot more for the scenes or for the studios that you would like.
Yes.
And, yeah.
All right. Okay. Well, I want to thank you for being on today. And,
Thank you.
And, of course, later in the near future, you got stuff coming up. We'd definitely like to have you back on, if that'd be okay.
Oh, yeah, sure, absolutely.
All righty. Okay. Now, I want to thank our guest, Miss Raven Hart, for being on. And like I said, you can find her on Twitter as well as all the other social medias. Look for her stuff coming out soon, and definitely support her. And would like to thank you again for being on, and we'll see you guys next time.
Bye.